Welcome back. Another episode, baby. Marlon Speaks Live. I'm live, baby. I'm about to put the number up too. If y'all want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in, and we can discuss this, this topic. So yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I've been paying attention to this GoFundMe, Give, Send, Go phenomenon. It seemed like racist. And now we're going to have shooters wanting to hurt people knowing that they're going to get some money. But a lot of these racists been getting big old GoFundMe. It's like they're being rewarded to spread hate with money. So that's what GoFundMe seems to represent. Give, Send, Go is another one. I don't know which one this church shooter family got, but they just got over $200,000. So I just want to share a little bit about what I just heard and give a little commentary on it afterward.
You know what would help you corporately? If you were genuinely true to your mission statement as a Christian site, that you want to protect children, and you were big on that at the start of this interview, I want to protect the kids, then you would remove her site immediately once you had established in your own brain that she'd racially abused a 5-year-old, which, by the way, she admits to doing, right? So you could just do that like that.
Yeah, no, we could do a lot of things, but in the country that we live in, there are certain fabric elements that make this America what it is, and they need to be defended. So
is free speech one of them?
Have upset feelings.
Free speech?
Free speech, freedom of expression.
Really? And yet, how odd? Because Mr. Wells, unless I'm mistaken, you have now removed the ability to comment and removed all the comments on this particular donation site, haven't you? Where's the free speech rights of those people who commented? Or are you just a hypocrite?
No, well, recognize what free speech is. Free speech is a prohibition against the government enacting laws to prohibit your speech.
You literally just made a speech talking about freedom of expression and free speech, but you have removed all the comments from here. Why are you suppressing and censoring people's right to free speech to comment on these sites?
We have, as a private business, the right to operate our business the way that we want to operate our business.
You have the right to suppress free speech. I don't dispute it. I'm just curious why you pretend to be this great defender of free speech when you're literally doing the opposite.
No, what we saw very clearly in this situation was a campaign for Carmelo Anthony, and on the back of it, a campaign for Shiloh, and they were competing off of each other, and they were in a cycle of vitriolic tornado of sorts. And we said, we need to put some calming effect on this by removing the back and forth element that's going on in this particular situation. It wouldn't necessarily have happened if these campaigns were completely independent, months, years apart from each other.
But as a Christian, because I'm told that the Give, Send, Go site for Luigi Mangione, who we saw allegedly executing a healthcare boss in cold blood. I don't think there's much allegedly about it, but we'll let the process take its course. He's got nearly £1 million for his defense via your site. And, it's sort of odd, isn't it? Is it not an inconsistency in your Christian position on this? That on the one hand,
it shows your lack of understanding what Christian faith actually stands for. Let me ask you the question. On the
Yeah, we got that video. Here, I'm gonna play this one. So that's I guess he's the CEO of Give, Send, Go. They're supposed to be a Christian, organization. Christian seems to me today to mean the devil. Seem to be. Because a lot of people talking about they Christians, they spew a bunch of hate. I don't know. I'm so glad I ain't really. I'm a believer of God, the Almighty, but I don't really follow their version. I know I don't follow their version of Christianity at all. I don't know what kind of Christianity they follow.
You call him a nigger, the child? Did you call the child the nigger word? It is my own business. You call him a nigger?
Look at this.
Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
Live walking devil.
You go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Somebody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just dig, you dumb
That little kid, you call him a nigger? The little child?
He acts like one is gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
They got a $500,000 GoFundMe started for this lady. You want to know what I think? I could fund my entire comedy career if I just drive down here to the park and call some kids the N-word. No, I couldn't. Here, nigga, 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 nigga. Here, nigga, 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 nigga. I'll see y'all on Kimball. Follow.
Wow, I didn't know he did all that. Imagine that. Wow. Man, everybody, see, that's what I'm saying. So this type of behavior, it seems like it you know, it's gonna be more of it. You know, if you rewarding people with lewd behavior with money, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna keep doing. It's gonna be more of them. Okay.
Entrepreneurs. That's according to a new study that found racial bias is rampant on many Kickstarters. Listen to this. Now, researchers from Northeastern University say they saw people assume people assume black entrepreneurs spend less money on production, thus creating lower quality products. The study explored what customers are willing to pay for black versus white made products. They had a mock-up bio for both a black and white entrepreneur who sold the exact same product. The 326 participants in the study actually recommended a higher selling point when they saw the startup was by a white person. Now, I did a little bit more digging in this study, and it also found that there is a potential solution to this, although that's a little controversial only because I'm like, why does the black person have to do more? But the solution to this was when the black person placed the cost of materials and labor into their bio saying how much they put into production, that's when the price gap began to shrink because it showed that their product was just as qualified as the white person.
Why have to explain yourself, like you said?
That's the problem.
It makes no
That's
sense.
the
If you're doing
potential
it, then
solution.
everybody should be putting that information out there. That way you can just compare apples to apples. But this just seems like a myth we need to bust. Something that may be deep-seated in some people's minds that just we need to bust it.
Yeah, I mean, it's an implicit bias. We're in Atlanta. A lot of people watching this show, they have so many small businesses. We have so many small business owners here. A lot of, this is like booming for a mecca of booming black talent. And I see it all the time, you know, black people wanting to create businesses and they're not getting the funding that they hope they get versus their counterpart who may not look like them, getting an opportunity, maybe getting a bank loan, just getting those opportunities.
Systemic problem that has been going on for a long time. Surprising to see it also on online business as well. That's kind of, good information.
Yeah.
Something we need to get the word out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, get people to buy more.
A pregnant nurse at the center of a viral confrontation in New York has raised over $100,000 on GoFundMe after she was branded a racist white woman. Several weeks ago, this video showed Sarah Comrie wrestling for a city bike with a young man, both sides saying they paid for it.
Help! Help me! Please help me!
Not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help!
While no references to race were made in the video, media headlines like these quickly circulated, portraying the woman who is white as trying to steal a bike from a man who happens to be black. The woman's attorney, however, later produced these receipts, purportedly showing that she did pay for that bike and that the online spin took the interaction out of context.
Every part of that story is incorrect, starting with my client is not a racist, 2, my client did not take anybody else's bike.
Meanwhile, Comrie's uncle, who set up the GoFundMe page, says the damage has already been done after videos attacking the woman garnered millions of views online.
Absolutely disgusting and revolting move you tried there. Let me remind you that she tried to have a black man killed over a bike.
One user calling the woman a suspected white supremacist. Others posted threats and shared images of the woman's family. In a now deleted tweet, civil rights attorney Ben Crump had also called her a white woman who was caught on camera attempting to steal a bike from a black man.
Do you think any pregnant woman in their right mind would jump on another young man's bike and like just...
Oh yeah, I do. A lot of pregnant white women do stuff like that. All right. Let me see here. Oh, shit. Look back. Okay, this.
I think about the family of the shooter.
That shooter, Thomas Sanford.
Saints in Michigan on Sunday. A member of the church has raised money for the shooter's family. Now, so far, the fundraiser has brought in more than $200,000 in donations. According to the fundraiser, the shooter, Thomas Jacob Sanford, left behind a wife and children. One of his sons suffers from serious medical challenges that require ongoing care, treatment, and specialized support. David Butler, who organized the fundraiser, said. The FBI says Sanford was a U.S. Marine veteran and is responsible for the violent attack at an LDS church in Michigan. Sanford drove his truck into the church's front entrance, opened fire on the congregation, and then set the building on fire. Now, police killed Sanford at the scene during a shootout. Burton City Council candidate Chris Johns told the Associated Press that he had spoken to Sanford while going door to door in Sanford's neighborhood just weeks prior to the attack.
We had a quick introduction. We spoke about our children. He spoke about his background. And quickly, the first question that he had for me was like, what's your position on guns? I said, I support the Second Amendment. That was really the end of it. And then the very next question, and he leans in, he goes, what do you know about Mormons?
John said Sanford expressed animosity towards the LDS church and allegedly called Mormons the Antichrist. Nothing in that brief interaction seemed violent or threatening, according to Johns. Even though Sanford was allegedly motivated by anti-Mormon beliefs when he carried out the deadly attack on the Mormon church, thousands of members of the Mormon community have still chosen to donate money to support Sanford's surviving widow and children. One woman who donated $25 wrote, "We pray you will be sustained and uplifted by the love of God and fellow men in this difficult time. As members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we are praying for you and your family. May God wrap his loving arms around you, and may angels attend and watch over your family during this difficult time," an anonymous donor wrote. The FBI and additional partners are continuing to investigate the attack. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Keenan.
That's crazy. From what I heard he used to have a bunch of people over there to his house. So he might have been part of something bigger. And they could be donating to a terrorist organization. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That is so crazy that these people actually donating money to the people, to a man that, oh man. I mean, I understand his family, like he really, you know what I mean, might have needed, his family might have needed that money. I get that. But in this world we live in, don't we just say, this man made a bad choice, and we don't reward people who make bad choices, right? So that's just the hypocrisy of this whole thing. Like GoFundMe, it's like GoFundMe is an actual like they support bad people. That's what it seemed like to me. And just like that first video I showed where you had the black person versus the white person on like a crowdfunding, like Kickstarter, they showed that the disparities was basically just because one was black and one was white. So I always thought that, man, I always felt it anyway. It don't take much to feel that kind of energy, especially in this world we live in. We talking about the differences between how blacks are treated versus how whites are treated. Man, my lighting. I need to get my lighting right. I think I'm gonna delete this video. No, I'm gonna keep it shit. Y'all along for the ride. Y'all see what it is. I'm fucking with these lights, man. These lights. I gotta get an actual. I'm gonna get a boom. Get a big old light. Yeah. Yeah. It's the process though, baby. The process. This light is actually dope, but I need to. Is that better? No, that's better or not. All right, I'll be back.